Hello. Would you like to leave a legacy for future generations? Do you want to learn how to save federal taxes, or would you like to learn how the rich save money? I'm so glad that you come to this because I want to teach as many U.S. business owners, U.S. 1099 income earners, and also U.S. investors save federal taxes legally. So few people have ever heard of the Spendthrift Trust. It is legal, copywritten, and in the IRS Tax Code 643B. The Spendthrift Trust comes from England way back when King Henry VIII started the Church of England. Yes, the famous king who chopped off his wives' heads, he started a church. Hey, kill a few ladies. It came to the colonies while we were still part of England, and the law firm I work on behalf of inherited a trust that turned 350 years old in 2023. Before we were a country. Our current tax code went into effect February of 1913, 110 years ago. The super rich families of that time, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys, made sure they could continue to save taxes with putting this into the IRS Tax Code 643B. If they can save taxes, why can't we save taxes? My goal is to teach as many people as possible about the Spendthrift Trust. Again, the Spendthrift Trust is for U.S. business owners, U.S. 1099 income earners, and U.S. investors that you will save certain federal taxes every single year after year. Unfortunately, I cannot help W-2 income earners, but there's so many people I can help. So the full title of the Spendthrift Trust, so you have this, is Irrevocable, Complex, Discretionary, Non-Grantor Spendthrift Trust. Irrevocable, it goes from generation to generation. Complex, it can hold money from day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. Discretionary, whoever are the trustees can make the rules for the beneficiaries. Non-grantor, this makes the trust 100% private. When you start the trust, someone who is not a trust beneficiary will sign up to be the settlor, the person who starts the trust, and be the trustee for 5 minutes. They will then sign themselves away. You will need their social security number. This is not a speed bump. If I can do it for you, or somebody else at the law firm will do it for you free of charge. And then the fifth element, spendthrift, has been in front of the United States Supreme Court on 2 separate occasions, and both times the Supreme Court has honored the Spendthrift Trust. This is as legal can be. Now, one of the reasons you have never heard about this is for very rich people, and also there are 1 million attorneys in the United States. Only 4% of the attorneys are trust attorneys. The law firm I work on behalf of has now 3 trust attorneys, one just retired. The Benson Financial Trust has been around for 75 years. Paul Benson was a Harvard law professor who wrote the trust 75 years ago, started his law firm with his best friend. They left it to 2 sons, and now a grandson runs it. So the name of the law firm has changed, but in 75 years, not a single Benson Financial Trust has ever been audited. This is as legal can be. Now, let's begin into this. The business trust is for U.S. business owners. I don't care what kind of business owner you are, but you will save at least 90% of federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. If you live in one of the 43 states with state income taxes or personal taxes, you will also save those taxes too. As an example this week, I put out a video about a restaurant that is going to save, I'm cheating because I have to read it, is going to save $30,466 in federal income taxes. That's their money. They can use this to hire a new sous chef. They can use this to pay off their mortgage, buy a new car, go on vacation, give to a charity, do whatever they want with this. Another presentation I did earlier this week was to a real estate broker, and we used actual hard numbers. If his top agent in the office, Brian, was with the Spendthrift Trust for the entire year of 2023, they're in Illinois, so he's going to save both state income taxes and federal income taxes. Brian would have saved $71,466. Again, this is his money to do with what he wants. The newest agent in the real estate office is Nathaniel. He only made he made $105,370 in 2023. Congratulations to him. If he was with the Spendthrift Trust for a full year, he would have saved $17,631. 5 figures, that is his money to do with what he wants. Again, pay off his mortgage, buy a new car, hire a virtual assistant, go on a vacation, give to charity, help a family member out, whatever he wants to do. This is what the Business Spendthrift Trust will do. It is for all U.S. business owners and U.S. 1099 income earners. So if you are an affiliate marketer, if you have an online store, if you have a brick and mortar store, if you have a restaurant, if you are a mechanic, anybody like that can be saving money. Now the beneficial trust, this is for all U.S. investors. You will save the following 5 taxes year after year, generation after generation. Capital gains on profits. Short-term capital gains are between 10% to 15% depending on your tax bracket. I personally got in trouble with the IRS back in 2019 when I wholesaled 7 properties and I had paid $79,000 in short-term capital gains. This is why I found out about the Spendthrift Trust. Long-term capital gains are for a year or more if you're selling your business or if you are selling an investment property. I helped somebody who was selling a restaurant save at 15%, $460,000, and at 20%, $600,000. 6 figures for their retirement. What a lot of money to be saving. You're going to save interest income taxes. Interest income taxes are for people who are a passive investor, someone who's doing creative financing, seller financing, the subject to real estate, BRRRR strategy, have notes, and unfortunately, forex investors. Forex investors, I hate to tell you this, you get taxed twice. Capital gains and interest income taxes. You need the Spendthrift Trust. It's going to save you dividend income taxes. If you are in the stock market, if you're a day trader, if you're doing commodities trading, if you're doing futures trading, if you're an options trader, listen up. You get taxed 40% on profits for a year or less and 60% on profits for a year or more. You need the Spendthrift Trust. Rental income. I don't care if you're if you are Airbnb, if you short-term rental or long-term rental. I've just put out a post today about a husband and wife in Miami that do Airbnb arbitrage. We are going to lower their taxes from 24% down to 12%, and their what they paid in rental income taxes for 2023. We're going to save them altogether $75,455. That's a lot of money. That's more than most people make in a year. So again, that's rental income taxes. Yes, you can take depreciation. Yes, you can take cost averaging, but you'll still keep your information private, and you'll pay no judgments if you get sued. And then the 5th tax you'll save is royalty income taxes. So if you're an actor, an actress, a writer, an author, a songwriter, a musician, if you have mineral rights like oil wells, if you're in the NFT world, NFT crypto, NFT real estate, NFT artwork, if you have patented information, copyrighted information, or intellectual property, you will save those taxes too. My goal is to help as many U.S. business owners, U.S. 1099 income earners, and U.S. investors save as much money as they can in taxes. I am inviting you to set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me. I will take you out to NerdWallet to show you the formula for taxes. I will show you what your current tax rate is and how much the trust can save you. I will send you 3 articles from Forbes magazine. I also send you 2 pages of case law to prove that it's true. Now, most people will say they've never heard of this and say I'm lying. Right now, there are 1 million attorneys in the United States. Only 4% of those attorneys are trust attorneys. A textbook trust attorney study in law school is called Scott and Asher on Trust, 5th edition. There's an entire chapter dedicated to the Spendthrift Trust. The Rockefellers Trust is called The Office. It's 7 generations old and has almost 400 people under the same EIN or employee identification number. When you have either the business trust or the beneficial trust, or you have both, you can have both, you will file a 1041 tax return. Again,